Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becky Setre. I hope you're doing well. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the most affordable places to live and work in the UK in 2023. So if you'd like to know more, why not watch the video to the end? Back to the video. So I'm Becky Setre. As you know, I'm a nurse and I give tips and advice about living and working in the UK. The information I share most often is beneficial to anyone who is new to the UK, especially nurses or healthcare assistants or senior carers, and anybody anyway. So in today's video, as I said in the introduction, I'm going to be talking about the most affordable cities to live and work in the UK. This list is not exhaustive. There are more cities, but what I've got is just an average number of cities, and the information here is based on two-bed accommodation, how much you'll be paying for two-bed accommodation. This is just average. This doesn't mean that is exactly what it is. And once again, it's information I have found on the internet, so you can do the search yourself. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please remember to subscribe, like, and share. So let's start. So one of the cities which seems to be most affordable, as we all know, cost of living crisis is everywhere and accommodation is becoming more expensive. Even groceries, food, everything is becoming expensive. But let's see what I have on my list. First on the list is a place called Durham. So it's spelled D-U-R-H-A-M. And as of 2023, based on two-bed accommodation on the search I made on Zoopla UK, a two-bed could cost you between £650 up to about £2,000 a month. Now, accommodation in UK, sometimes the cost of a rent depends on the area you're going to be living at. If it's a posh area, it would be more expensive. If it is in city centre, could be manageable. If it is areas where there is low crime and things like that, it could be a bit more expensive. If you go further from the cities, it can be slightly cheaper. So it comes with a lot of, there are different reasons based on how much you pay for a rent. So basically in Durham, two-bedroom accommodation could cost between £650 to £2,000 per month, depending on, you know, what you want, the style and all those things, or type of accommodation. It could be a flat, so flats are quite cheaper. Semi-detached houses are a bit expensive and detached houses are a little bit expensive, once again depending on the area. Another place I found is Belfast, which is in Northern Ireland, and a two-bed can cost between £695 to £1,500 per month, once again depending on the area, depending on a lot of factors. Is it a flat, is it a semi-detached, or is it a bed sit, or is it a studio, or is it semi-detached, if I've not said that already. The next one is Leicester. Hey, Leicester is here. So same way, two-bedroom accommodation could cost between £650 to about £1,500, depending on all the different things I've talked about. Another place, so Leicester is in East Midlands, and then Stirling, there's a place called Stirling in Scotland, and two-bed accommodation, once again, the rent may cost between £650 to about £1,200 or more. Another city I found is Lancaster. Lancaster is in the northwest of England, and a 2-bedroom accommodation, be it flat or whatever, may cost you between £495 to £650. The next one is Cardiff, which is in Wales, and a 2-bedroom accommodation may cost between £825 to £1,300 per month. And another one is Newcastle, which is in the northeast of England. In Newcastle, 2-bedroom accommodation rent may cost you between £575 to about £1,400 or £1,500, depending on several reasons once again. Another city is Coventry, which is in the West Midlands. 2-bed accommodation may cost between £650 to £1,600, once again depending on different reasons. Another city is Warwick. Warwick is in West Midlands again. 2-bed accommodation may cost between £650 to £1,400 or £500 a month. Another one is Lincoln. Lincoln is in East Midlands. A 2-bed accommodation may cost about £650 to about £1,100, depending on several factors. Another city is Nottingham, which is in the East Midlands, and a 2-bed accommodation may cost between £550 to about £1,500 per month, depending on several factors. Liverpool is in the northwest of England, and a 2-bed accommodation in Liverpool may cost between £600 to about £1,500 per month, once again depending on several factors. Another place is Manchester. It's in northwest of England, and a 2-bed accommodation may cost between £650 to about £2,300 per month, depending on several factors. Another city is Birmingham. It's in the West Midlands. 2-bed accommodation may cost between £675 to about £1,600 per month, depending on several factors, whether it's inner city, outer city, posh area, poor area, areas where there is a lot of, crime and things like that. So all these things depend on this kind of factors. Another city is Norwich, which is in East Anglia, which is around the east of England. And 2-bed could cost between £850. So in Norwich, 2-bed accommodation may cost between £850 to about £1,200 per month, once again depending on several factors. Another area or another city is Derry, which is called Londonderry. This is in Northern Ireland, and a 2-bed could cost around £542 to above about £1,000, depending on several factors. Now, so if you are getting an accommodation or you're renting an accommodation in the UK, you need to remember the rent is not the only thing you're going to be paying. You would be paying council tax, depending on the banding of the area, and council tax could cost, some of us are paying about over £200 a month for the accommodation we live in, only council tax, in addition to whatever your mortgage or your rent is. So it makes it quite expensive. And apart from that, you'll be paying gas bills, you'll be paying electricity bills, you'll be paying your phone, internet and everything. So you have to consider all those things. I haven't looked into 1-bed flats. Sometimes you could get the same amount of rent for similar for a 3-bed as well. You could find some 3-bed in some of the areas between, let's say, £700 or £800 to about £1,500. So I only did this search on exactly a 2-bed flat, but once again you can find 3-bed accommodations sorry, I did the search on 2-bedroom accommodations, which could include a flat, it could include a semi-detached, it could include detached houses. So all these things, you have to consider them. If you're new, most often it's beneficial. Possibly you can live in a shared accommodation by finding those on spare rooms, spare flats, spare roommate and all those things. It could be slightly cheaper because those accommodations come with all the bills included. But if you're renting a place on your own, you have to bear in mind the bills are going to be separate, so that can be a bit expensive. You would need to pay deposit before you move in. Some deposits could be between a month to 6 weeks advance, which would be returned to you at the end of your contract. If nothing is spoiled in the house, if you spoil anything, you will end up having to pay some out of your deposit and the rest will be given to you. So I hope this information has been helpful. Please remember to like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you again in my next video. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.